Yorana, and welcome to FM Tahiti. Hope you're all doing well. In this episode, we've got a couple of league matches. Now we've got past the kind of international call-up stage for most of our players, but with that has come some international news. So you might notice a little flag up over here, and that is the Austral Islands job. So after the Atoll Championship, and I'll show you what happened there with that one. So Tahiti won the Atoll Championship, this last one, the 2029 one, and Austral Islands were the runners-up, so they sacked their manager, and I kind of jumped on board. So I've managed Marquesas in the past, but because I've actually managed so many Austral Islands players, I thought actually taking Austral Islands would be good. So you can already see this is the default squad, essentially the squad they already had set up. You can already see that it's got a lot of players we sort of recognise. So we've got a few from our team already because we picked them up from the Humpbacks. But there's also some really good players from elsewhere. So Sam Porter's a really good player. We've got Luke McCormack, who was really good for us when we were at Humpbacks. We've got players like Ben Nathu, who's been quite a good striker for them internationally, as well as players like Matt Payne, who's really good. Alex O'Brien's alright. But we'll be able to actually draw on our knowledge of the Austral Islands for our time with Rutu. So that was good. It'll add us a few extra matches for us to play, but it gives us an opportunity to see if we can win some international kind of silverware. And we've got the Nations Cup coming up as well, the Oceania Nations Cup, which essentially is part of that World Cup qualifying route. So if you do well in that cup, you get placed well in the qualifiers. And if you win the qualifiers, then you go to the playoff. And then you get to the World Cup, assuming it's still only half a place available. So we've got that to look forward to. We've got matches to play in the meantime. So in between our opener, where we won 6-1, we lost in league 1-0 to Manuel. They were just a lot stronger than Mapti were. They had less call-ups by the sounds of things, or by the looks of things. And they just outplayed us. A loss was probably a little unfair. A draw was probably more reflective of the actual play. That's fine. Then we beat Papite 1-0 in the Inter-Island Cup, so we will play against Tupai in the second round, and Tupai's manager is James Manuel, who used to play for us. So that should be interesting. But we've got Bora Bora next, so we need to kind of re-pick this team. So I'm going to clear it again. Let's get Ahmed Smith in on right. Rather than Bon, it's saying we should probably have Michael Twigg. It's tough. They're not too dissimilar. Let's bring on Twigg. On the left, we're going to have Phil Lamb. In the centre, we will have Muller and Maggie again. I'm sorry, Fred and Craig. I don't trust you enough. I played you in the past. It wasn't amazing. On the left, we've got options, but Manuel is probably the one we're going to go with. We'll probably have Joris Renard on the bench. We'll bring Spearling on to start. And we will also have Jean-Baptiste Moreau up front. To have Chidi and Kalai again. That means we can have let's have Bon, Sabua, Lenzi. Where's Renard? There he is. Renard, Kaiser, Wallace, and I guess Hewitt maybe would be. Oh no, Kerr. Let's put Kerr on there. There we go. That's actually quite a decent squad. Let's see how this does. We've got decent depth now as well compared to last season. We are definitely making improvements, even though the team is completely poor. Got a mix of players again. None of these names particularly stand out. Got Gabin Leclerc, who looks like he could be alright. Soren rings a bell. Nah, that's just me going mad. See how this goes. For a good side. Is it Bora Bora that have one of Yanni and Gerard? Actually, no, I think that's Taha. Oh, so you can see our 3D kit now. I mentioned this, I think, in the last episode. I made 3D kit. It doesn't look fantastic because the 3D kits are a bit fiddly, unless you're really arty. But it is a bit closer to what the actual 2D kit looks like rather than the presets that you get within Football Manager. And the presets are actually pretty good, but see, you can see. Oh, that was poor defending. Alex Wallace getting in. When something flashes up here at the top, I just pointed with my hand. You can't see my hand. You can see what the 2D kit is meant to look like. You can compare that to the 3D kit, so they are quite different for Bora Bora, for example. Okay, not a great start. We can get back into this. Moreau slaps it against one of their players. Passing around alright. Chidi. Got a little bit of space. You can also see the fans in their replica kits, which is nice. And you can sometimes kind of see the badge on the 3D kit, because I made it quite big for this wings design. Because I quite like the wings badge, their logo. We're edging the shots. We're not getting anywhere with it. Yannick Gannon has just scored for Taha against the Humpbacks, and the Humpbacks have come back with their record signing Clement Caron. Gerard has also scored for Moria. So not much happened there. That is not amazing. Show me something else. Let's bring off Moreau for Kaiser. Don't know why, I just got a feeling that Kaiser could be quite useful. I think for the kit, I might just need to make the shorts that kind of gold colour. Just stop the kind of jarring. They've got the kind of gold and purple at the moment. I think we had a similar kind of result last season after the call-ups, where we were still just a little bit tired. I managed to get a tackle in. Keeping the ball well. Pushing him back there. On Chidi's through. Don't think he's got the pace, does he? He did get the shot away. Not a great shot by the end of it, but did well to get to that stage. On Kaiser. Well, nothing. That didn't amount to much. Petered out a bit. Come on. I'm going to have to bring Chidi off. Spearling goes in. There we go. Manuel went down a little soft there. Come on, Chidi. There we go. No one there to celebrate with. I had no idea what he's doing. Not even our fans. Right. What can we do? Let's bring Wallace on for Kalai for some fresh legs up there. And let's bring on Renard for Manuel. Again, fresh legs. Manuel's been playing most of the Austral Islands games. Didn't really need to see that one again. I mean, we'll take a draw, so we've been a bit sluggish, but we've also They've not threatened us that much. It's just nothing really has been going on. Keeps us in and amongst. Borough Terror's doing the worst so far. Humpback's not having a fantastic start as it stands. Spearling. I think this is it. There's nothing else happening. This is a bit of a bore. Score draw, but still a bore draw. That'll do. Let's get the points ticking over. Still far from pleased. I think for the next match, which will be against... Where are we? Taha. I think I'll probably take Twig off and put Bon on instead, because I think Bon might be a bit more incisive. But we're back in just a second for the next match. And we are back for the second match. One of the things I'm going to be sorting out for FM20 is making a little transition between edits. It looks a little bit smoother than just arriving back. It took me actually a little while to get to this stage because I had to play the Austral Islands under 19s Oceanic Championship match or something like that against Marquesas because I don't have an under 19 manager. In fact, there aren't really any staff members currently in place for the national side, so I had to go and get some. But before I could do that, I had to play that match, so that's hopefully sorted out now. But we're against Taha, back on the domestic scene. I'm not going to make much in the way of changes, I don't think. I don't think I really need to. This is one of our stronger sides, so they should really get first go. Tamangaro's still not fully back from injury, that's why he's not been in for the first few games. But he is a legend, so he will be back. And we did say Twig was going to come off, or Bon. Give that a go. Taha are strong. They've got good players. If we struggle against Bora Bora, we should almost certainly struggle against them. Even if they have made some weird choices. So Yanin's on the bench. He's still good. Cannot afford him. I would pay his wage. Yeah, 16 goals for Taha. 132 goals in 219 league appearances. They've gone with Alex O'Brien up front instead, who's Australese, so good news for us internationally, but a bit odd they've not played Yanin. Still not changed his shirt. Still wearing the Rura2 colours. Take the man out of Rura2, but you can't take the Rura2 out of the man. Rura2 down here actually, 4 games in and only got 3 points. I get this odd feeling that maybe that job's going to come up again some point this season. It would be tempting to try and take over, considering they play in, stadium named after me. Well, after my manager, Rodrigo de la Vega. But it would be much better if we could get Turtengeki wings established. Go on, Frey. Oh, he's passed him, and then passes it to the keeper. Fantastic work. Really do be banging in a couple of goals just to give us a bit of a cushion for when Yanin comes on. They've got De Freitas, Mikhail Jordan, Sasha Huck, Serge Delmas. All, decent players. Got Patrice Laurent as well. What's Romain Morel like? It's alright. Bit of a boring match. Yeah, dig in everyone. Manuel is tired. I think he's taken a knock, so we'll put on Renard. Didn't do much in the last match, but the last match was just quiet as well. I'll bring on Kaiser in a little bit. Tier winning. Interesting. Maria drawing with chance. Rura2 just beating Huahine. Oh, Yanin's on. Brace yourselves. All it's going to take is one good through ball. It's game over. Chitty's not really doing anything, is he? Let's just try swapping them around and see if they're playing the different roles. So Chitty's was the poacher, moving to the pressing forward now. We'll put Kalaya's the poacher instead. Bray. Spearling. There we go. I don't think we really deserved it. A draw would be, on the balance of it, what we're looking for. But we'll take it. Definitely take it. Very tense. I'll say very tense. It's not like it's a big, important match, but it'd be good to get some points. And just not much is happening. I think we're grinding out what's pretty much a stalemate. There we go. Hardly any highlights. Not much really to talk about. Plenty of yellow cards there. They were getting stuck in, weren't they? Can appreciate that. 13 shots to their 2. So okay, we did kind of edge it in that sense. Well, 4 points from our last 2 games. That's okay. It's keeping us kind of on track. And again, by Christmas we want to be in the top 2. And this game in hand will probably drop as it stands. But it's, you know, early days. Let's see what we've got coming up. We have the Inter-Island Cup match. I probably won't come back for that. I'll probably come back for the Huahine match and then a chance match in the league. Just because the league's got to be the priority for the moment. The Inter-Island Cup would be good. I'll come back for Inter-Island Cup matches if we get, say, quarterfinals and beyond. We might do. But until that point, we'll just hold out the league. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you later.